Man of many names, many teams as well, but his Susan is very, very scary. Conjox as well. Looks like he's going to be starting with Yu Narukami. Both of them not starting out with their mains just yet. But still, we have a great set coming up here. The main event starting right now. Make sure you stick around. But it looks like we're getting a Susan S and an Narukami Jin, which is a very scary team. One of Jin's best for sure. I haven't seen too many Jins like at all, at least usually when I play on Switch, so it'll be cool to see.
Not a lot of Jin mains out there from what I know and from my experiences. I'm very excited to see some high-level Jin gameplay here.
Exactly. Same, more S gameplay too. Interesting to see what Lolly's S can do here. Narukami being one of my personal favorites. I'd love to see how Conjox plays with his Yu here. There you go. Both characters jumping back. Me creating that space. Good push block coming out from Conjox here. Gonna try to two-way. Unfortunately, gonna get clipped by JA. Assist. Both of them getting clipped by the glyphs from S. Coming in with the beam sword from Jin. Gonna be forcing Naru into the corner. Gonna use that 5B to try to get out. Conjox playing very patient here, using the two-way to jump cancel. Gets clipped by a possible 2 JA that was thrown out. Gonna get grabbed by that God Press, and that's gonna be a dead Narukami already.
Gonna make a joke out of Narukami there. Dead very early in the match. Jin gonna have to take on both S and Susanoo on his own. Will he be able to do it?
Techs forward out of the snowflake and gets clipped by S. Carried over into the corner here. Blue combo, not tech, but Conjox manages to tech out. Saving that resonance, popping in now. Probably didn't want to use it as much, but those glyphs from S just chipping away at him. Gotta get that red health back if you want to keep yourself in this. Lolly playing exactly how he wants to right now. Just not approaching. Gotta respect that Jin Arctic Daggers. Very, very good super. Comes out very fast. Gonna be keeping him away with the Snowflake. Susan gets clipped right there. Attempts the Arctic Daggers again. Nado getting out of the corner here. 6P coming in. Going in for the approach. Blocks the overhead. Great blocks from Conjox.
Putting as much pressure on the Jin as possible.
Me going back, whiffed grab from S. Jin playing very patient right now. Needs to commit and get a hit soon. Ooh, hits him with the overhead. Great blocks though, no full combo. Snowflake gonna block that Susan 5P. Jin looking, it's very close right now.
Really safe near the end of this match. However, playing safe cannot get you very far when you're alone. That is going to be game number 1 going to Lolinado. In this first to 10, Lolinado 1, Conjox 0 is the starting score.
Yeah, great start from Nado. Just not committing too much, playing passive. I mean, when you got a 2v1 situation with the amount of health you got right there, honestly, and you got the glyph or the 6P assists coming in, you might as well just zone out and wait for your opponent to make a mistake. And, you know, unfortunately for Conjox, just losing Narukami way earlier than he would have wanted, just didn't... made that match a lot more rough to run back right there, but only game 1. Still got plenty of time to make something happen here.
The first 3 games of the set really just are the two opponents getting used to playing their characters, getting used to playing against the enemy's characters, and just learning how the enemy plays, learning just their rollouts, you know, just learning everything about them before they can just really commit to a single strategy. Conjox going to be taking some early damage here. Gonna get the DP. Happy birthday.
Out of the sandwich right there. Great 5P coming up from Narukami. S and Susan both still being caught in this. S still being comboed off the Snowflake right there. Susan not going to let that happen. JB, a good burst coming out from Conjox here. Gonna try to use the EX Zeo. Jump canceling the 5A 2B. Getting the cross up. Gonna be going into the Zeo car. Gonna play a little more patient. Active switch Zeo car. Gonna be blocked by Neppy. Gonna be catching him over to the corner. I'll block the DP.
Blocks the DP, and that's gonna be a dead Jin. Reverse situation here compared to last game. We've got a very healthy Yu.
Ooh, way to block the super.
Gets a little bit of damage going on to S, however, manages to block it, get the burst.
Great DP coming out from here. Not gonna block the Zeo card though, and a good grab.
That's gonna be a dead Susanoo grab into cross slash. Pretty even match. Conjox definitely looking a lot more competitive.
Another great grab.
Gets the grab into the typical U combo extension. Gets the resonance cross slash. Gonna be some big damage here. Will he be able?
Tries to go for the
finish
4A.
This out early.
Trying to do his best to keep him in the corner. Fortunately for Neppy, though, gets out right there using a high jump.
Conjox trying to bait out options from Neppy.
Could we see an Astral? Good air on block with DP right there. Very risky option. Gets clipped by the super. Gonna be back to neutral here. Conjox still sitting on 2 bar now. Definitely can make something here. Gonna cancel that out with the 2C. Clips him. Can't push block that persona.
Game number 2 going to Conjox here. Score Lolinado 1, Conjox 1. Definitely a more competitive game here coming from Conjox. Very strong players playing against each other today. Can't wait to see where it goes.
Yeah, great. Narukami just being a great character with lots of comeback potential here. Solo Narukami is the truth, in my opinion. You know, definitely make some stuff happen. He's got those great buttons. Honestly, pretty good against Susanoo, and S just doesn't have the frame data that Narukami does to beat out a lot of his options. So it can be very tough, even in a 1v2 situation here.
Very much so. Narukami, a very versatile character and can make anything happen really in any situation when it comes down to it. Start of game 3 here.
Ooh, raw DP.
Start round DP from Jin seems like something that I would start round with. Gonna take a lot of punishment here. Pretty much half health from Susanoo.
Could have been
as a result.
Could have been very scary if he decided to use some of that bar to extend more, but another
DP. Conjox seems like he passed the controller to little brother here. Could we see a dead Jin? Yes, we do. Less than 20 seconds into the match. Very unfortunate.
Oh, a classic BBTAG stare down. Narukami, though, going to get the 2B. Oh, unfortunately, going to whiff the ender to the EX Zeo card. Unfortunately, going to get Persona broke by that S Glyph Super. Narukami going to be taking a lot of damage here. Has meter on, unfortunately.
However, gets the reset with 5B. And that is going to be the end of game 3. Going to Lolinado. In my opinion, not gonna lie, looked like either Conjox's controller stopped working at the start, or he just threw.
Nah,
Conjox threw hard there, right?
Just some
Maybe
DPs that some very
inputs led to an extreme punish coming from Susanoo.
Just some unfortunate DPs at unfortunate times, especially against Susan. It's very, very, very difficult, especially when you get counter hit. You got the extra hit stun. He's gonna hit you for a lot of damage. Fortunately, it's not the Susan Yumi, so it's not gonna be that tough. But actually, seeing our first character switch of the night, Conjox pulling out the Celica Adachi.
This is Conjox's main team. It seems like he can actually make something happen here. Maybe we could see a comeback, big domination coming here from Conjox against Lolinado. Not sure. Not too much of a score deficit here early in the set. Lolinado 2, Conjox 1. Definitely still a lot of BBTAG to play here.
There's some nasty setups with this team. Gets a BZO off. Gets a IAD back. Hits him with a JA. Gonna DP that command grab. Great reaction from Nado. Not going to get caught up in that. Looking for an overhead right there. Flash hit a 5P. Barely clipping Susan. Going to get a throw tech right there. Celica kick getting pushed back by Nado. 6P coming out. Not going to get a combo of that, but gets a grab with 4 bar. Gets the anti-air punish on the burst. Not going to be able to full combo off that, though. Adachi coming back out. Going to beat out S's super. Fortunately, no invo on that. Just gonna zone right now, especially with all that bar. Gets clipped by the command grab from S. Celica gonna swap past the 5BB from Susan. Gonna be going for the cross-up. No follow-up. Delayed follow-up to the overhead.
Conjox definitely looking a lot more powerful compared to his other team he used previously. big domination here against Lolinado. However, he's going to eat the wake up super. Manages to make Adachi DP useful by using it as a getaway option.
Ooh, actually decides to commit with the
Another
5
Adachi.
AAA. Celica gonna get some heals there right now too, sneaking those in. JB with the 5P coming through, tries to set up a beam. Fortunately, Persona breaks. Adachi, command grab, active switch, gonna get some heals off on Celica here, and some combo as well. Nice corner loops coming out from Celica here. Even more healing, but unfortunately that healing's gonna be negated. Susan managing to find a 5B, drops the combo unfortunately. 5B coming out from Adachi, super coming out. Celica looking a little rough right now. Gets an active switch, doesn't combo off the projectile. Very close. Vorpal Blade coming out into a Zeodyne. Very.
Conjox taking game number 4. Score Lolinado 2, Conjox 2. Conjox managed to switch to his main team after taking a couple of losses and seems to be thriving with his Adachi Silica team here. Managing to even up the score pretty early in this first to 10. Definitely looking like it could go both ways. Lolinado possibly could just be taking a game or two to figure out Conjox's main team here, while Conjox feels absolutely comfortable at this point.
Oh, but here comes the Mika. Susan, Mika, very, very scary team, especially for Adachi. Mika can kind of give Adachi a bit of a hard time with the EX missile having some projectile involved. Could be a little scary for Adachi here. Possibly using that to get through that Zeodyne. Gonna be interesting to see how the Mika ends up helping Lolly out in this next game. Conjox gotta respond to this. Could be seeing many different character switches this set here. The first of many. We're gonna get the ball rolling now. Going into game 5 right now. Starting off with a JA, trying to contest Mika into the air. Gets the 4A. Doesn't hit that increased 5B from Mika, so it's not going to be plus. Gets the IAD routes coming in. Tries to get a cross slash on the incoming Susan. Not letting that happen, though. So no full combo. Oh, Celica getting clipped by the 5B from Susan right there. Using that beam. Gonna set up another BZO. Take neutral. Go for the 2C.
Adachi trying to get the clip on the low into Zio. Just trying to put as much pressure as possible. Gets the overhead.
Ooh, possible misinput on the cross slash right there. Mika jumping over that, getting the Mika revolution right now.
Big punishment on Adachi there.
Gotta be careful.
Too much damage. Adachi very close to death here. Silica gonna be trading places to take a little bit of punishment there. Manages to escape the combo.
Gonna be going back to neutral here. Gets clipped by the slide. Jump cancels that. Possibly trying to bait a burst. Gonna try to sandwich up with the Celica kick right there. Clipping her with the JA in the air. 5P. Adachi gonna use the super to cash out. And
happy for Lolinado. Manages to get the sandwich situation, however, unable to take advantage of it. And that is going to be a dead Conjox. In game number 5, going to Lolinado here. Lolinado 3 and Conjox 2 is the score. Looks like Lolinado managed to pull up on Conjox, as Rugged Red would say.
Mika pulls up. She's a grappler for a reason. And that missile, she completely ignores. She has projectile invul, so she can just pretty much ignore a lot of those Adachi beams and those projectiles that Conjox used last game. You know, S kind of struggled getting in a little bit. So this Mika definitely going to be throwing a bit of a wrench in Conjox's game plan. Going to be interesting to see how he responds. Just going to have to keep the zone up and kind of try to get Mika out of the air. You know, sometimes on the end of her missiles, you can catch her with the Vorpal Blade or a super, because she is vulnerable at that point. But it's all about having the meter and punishing it. Oh. Got to have that timer. Alright.
Here we are going into game 6 here. Lolinado with the 1-point lead. Not too big of a lead here. Still definitely anyone's game. Gonna start off with
Zio into the 5P. Bzio getting set up with Adachi. Celica gonna be coming out here. No cross up yet. 5P coming from Susan. Active switch command grab coming out. Susan gonna get Bit of a combo out here, not a full one. Catching the active switch. Great reaction from Nado right now. Getting Adachi into the corner. Gonna be using the 6P for Mika. Lots of damage here. Possibly hitting at least 50. No, decides to save the bar. Would have not deciding to cash out on Adachi right now. Just forcing him into the corner right now. One more reset. Getting a burst punish.
Definitely looking like it's on. The game is in favor of Lolinado here, getting a lot of early damage off on Adachi. Gonna get the happy birthday, and Adachi's gonna go down. Gets the bread and butter Susanoo extension combo onto Celica. Gonna take quite a bit of damage. Celica going into red health. Gonna do what she can. Misses the 5C.
Oh, great DP on reaction. Attempting the command grab right there. Gonna be using the roll to try to gain some ground. Keep Mika into the corner. Uses the kick. Mika, though, on the other side. Gonna get a full punish. This should be a dead Celica as well. Yes. Great active switch command grab into another Susan super.
And that is going to
nice.
End of game number 6. Going to Lolinado once again. Lolinado score 4. Conjox 2. Lolinado starting to pick it up and run away.
Yeah, great. Just way to keep Adachi out there in the corner, not giving him much room to breathe right there. Couldn't set up his BZOs to take neutral as much as he wanted right there. Bit tough for Conjox to get anything going right there. Adachi not having the greatest when it comes to reversal options right there. His DP not as strong. And just saved the bar and kept him in the corner there, forcing him to block, not allowing him to switch at all. Just getting into that Adachi early for the Celica. Makes it very, very tough. Conjox readying up here, but coming out with the Narukami Adachi.
Another character switch. Interesting choice here. Going into game number 7. Absolutely, game number 7 here. Lolinado with the 2-score lead over Conjox. Conjox going through his head, gets the character switch. Probably gonna try out different teams. Gonna try out and see what he can do to possibly get a little bit of momentum coming back towards him here, as Lolinado is seemingly picking it up and running away with the entire set so far. So let us see what happens in this game 7. Definitely 2 powerful characters here going at it. Dodge gonna start with the dunk back. 6P coming from Susanoo.
Gonna whiff the command grab. A 5P coming up from Narukami. Gonna get the stagger pressure. JB cross up from Adachi. Gonna jump cancel that 2B. Nice mix up right there. Gonna try to sandwich up Susan. The JA hitting, but unfortunately the 5A on landing not. Gonna be going over. Trying to clip on Susan right now. 6P coming out. 2B whiffing. Thankfully, no punish on the Narukami for Conjox. That could have been scary. Cross combo coming in. Keeping the JC safe. A double JC and a super coming out. Gonna clip both of them. A great reaction on the BZO. When you got that Susan with meter, it's tough to get those BZOs set up. Mika coming back out. Unfortunately, tries the DP. The hit coming out after the increase. JB for Mika. Dachi's gonna die there, unfortunately. Gets clipped by the JC for Mika. Narukami forced in the corner, but EX Zeo coming out, clipping them both. Zeodine gonna do some great damage. Got Narukami in resonance right now. Gotta be very careful.
Alone getting a big bit of chip damage against Susanoo. Manages to take Susanoo down. However, Mika's gonna go in for the command grab, getting a pretty good combo here going against you. You're gonna take quite a bit of punishment. Gonna lose resonance in this combo. It's a little bit of a chip.
Fortunately,
activate resonance.
Now he has to try to play tag with Mika. Gonna be really hard to catch this character. Great DP coming out on the end. EX Zeo coming out, no punish from Mika. Not gonna have the distance to do so. Gonna be using the 2B to get some jump cancels. Mix up his move right now for Mika. Not committing too much. Gets the JA into the 5A. Gonna do a little bit of damage with the BZO card right there. Just using his buttons and the EX Zeo to catch Mika in the air. Oh, ender of the 5BB not going to hit there. Using that EX missile on DP comes out on block, unfortunately. Mika.
And Lolinado manages to close it out in the heat of the battle. Head-to-head, very high-level game there. Very down-to-the-wire game. Going to take it out against Conjox. Lolinado 5, Conjox 2 is the score going into game 8 here.
Well, he kind of running away with it now. The Mika switch was looking to be very fruitful for him. You know, Mika kind of giving Adachi a tough time, but it was very close. Narukami almost ran it back right there. Just an unfortunate DP on block at the end there. Gonna take it, but going into game number 8 right now. Conjox a little bit behind, down by 3. Still barely scratching. Lolly's barely scratching the halfway point in the set right now. Still has plenty of room to try to rally a comeback right now. Here we go, Mika coming out right now. Gonna be quite tough, Conjox, to make this run back, but if anybody can do it, he could. Do not count this man out just yet.
See what's going to happen here. Conjox still trying to get used to Adachi. Narukami gonna see what happens. Manages to avoid all of Nepi's options. Start game. Just gonna try and play safe with Adachi Zio.
Ooh, decides not to go through with the 5A, possibly trying to bait a burst. BZO coming out, taking the neutral from Mika. Decides not to try to go for a mix-up right there. EX-Zio active switch. Ooh, good DP from Mika. Gonna catch the cross-up attempt from Adachi. That cross-up JB being very difficult to block, honestly. One of your only few options is to DP right there. Like Susan DPing. Gonna get the slip inside. Mika gonna whiff the 2B. Narukami's gonna slide out of the corner right there. Fortunately, the 2B gonna anti-air Adachi's JB right now, and another active switch. Adachi gonna be looking a little rough right now. Gonna save the bar, no DHC. Tries to cross up with a 5A. Decides to not IAD over. Probably would have caught another Susan DP. Unfortunately, Adachi gonna get clipped when he attempts to disjoint the persona with Heat Riser, leaving it to solo Narukami again. There's a nearly full health Susan and Mika right now. Gets a happy birthday, however. Gonna just use the Zio Dime.
Capable of taking on this team on his own. Narukami's a very versatile character, as we established earlier. Gonna just try and do what he can to play as safe as possible while punishing all of Lolinado's options.
Gonna charge that EX-Zio right there, jumping in with the JA. Lolly gonna be able to block all of those. 6P coming out from Mika. Gonna be getting that 2B on the Narukami. Nearly got all his health back from Resonance, so that was a lot of red health he did manage to recover. Not gonna DHC, still saving the meter. Mika is somewhat of a meter-hungry character, especially in this matchup against Adachi. Getting a CC, the JC's gonna be able to super off of that, and this should be a dead Narukami. No, decides to save the bar again. Don't think it would have killed now that I think about it, but unfortunately.
Narukami with the whiff or hit on block DP, very unsafe, and he is going to be punished for that. That is going to make the score in game 8 here. Going into game 9, Lolinado 6, Conjox 2.
Another very, very close game. Saving a lot of the meter right there. Deciding, I'm surprised he's not going through with a lot of those DHCs right there just to finish off the match. It seemed like it would have finished it, but at the end of the day, you never really know unless you see it happen. But another close game. The solo Narukami is almost making it happen. It's just he's playing so passive enough to just chip away at him slowly but surely. And without a lot of meter that Narukami needs to keep up his constant pressure, it's just getting a little tough for him to run it back right now. Absolutely. Here we go.
Definitely. 2 characters is most definitely stronger than 1. Despite Narukami's strength on his own, still needs a partner in crime to possibly take the game home. Conjox going to switch characters to Narukami Jin, going back to his roots from the start of the first to 10 here. Perhaps he's trying to find some better results. We're not sure. But let us see what happens going into game 9 here. Lolinado with the 4-point lead against Conjox. Conjox, if he really wants to come back, he's going to have to make something happen. Big plays here. Let's see what happens here.
There we go. Jumping back. Trying to avoid that round start 6P. Lolinado was very famous for getting clipped by the missile. I mean, trying to go with a 2-way. Not committing too hard afterward. DPing. Great reaction from the overhead attempt. The sword going to be able to keep Narukami safe with that JC attempt right there. A very risky option, but a very strong overhead. Gonna be getting the Freezing Blade in neutral right now. Jin gonna try to use the Snowflake. Gonna get beaten out by the JB from Susan right there. Possibly setting that Snowflake up in neutral. Mika's gonna have to learn to fly and play around that. I'm not sure actually if she can missile through the Snowflake or not. It'll be interesting to see if that interaction happens. A 5P unfortunately whiffing from Narukami. Gonna get clipped by Mika's assist. Throwing it out again. Mika just using her mobility to fly around, force Jin to try to do something unsafe, but he's gonna get a big happy birthday right there into a 5P.
Big plays coming from Conjox here. Absolutely crucial if he wants to see himself taking another game here in this first attempt.
Good.
Snuff out the God Press and get a lot of damage off onto Susanoo, which is going to lead to his demise. Gonna get a little bit of a combo here onto Mika.
Gonna be forcing Mika in the corner. A great throw tech from both of them, getting clipped by the Snowflake. So that was like I was thinking. He's using that Jin Snowflake to try to limit Mika's air movement, which has given him so much trouble before. It's working out well for him in this game. Unfortunately, does not block the DP from Mika. Gonna get a combo here into a EX command grab from Mika. Into the super, spending all that bar. Narukami gonna be just fine right here. Gonna keep him in, possibly trying to switch him out. An active switch from the Zeokar, gonna confirm off of that. Very, very nice.
End of game 9.
End of game 9. We're going to game 10.
The game is going to go to Conjox. Score Lolinado 6, Conjox 3. Conjox switching to his initial team from the start of the first.
They're getting right back into it.
Getting right back into it. Frame 1.
That confirm off of the Zeokar was really sick. I did not expect that. I thought the combo was going to drop there, but he was actually able to pick off that. That was really, really nice. I certainly did not expect that. Like, I thought that EX, or the BZO slide didn't last that long. Like, EXZO maybe, but not the normal B version. But it was, all he needed to confirm off that, though. Very nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Jin working out for him right now. The Snowflake did limit Mika like I thought. Gonna be using that. Nado sticking with the Mika right now. Still up quite a few games, so, you know, he's gonna wait to pull out his, other characters possibly. But a big happy birthday, the 6P, covering both of them.
Very crucial if he's gonna wanna, you know, widen the gap here against Conjox. Gonna get that JB, gonna get the active switch. Missed the DP, gonna be punished for that pretty hard, and we could possibly see a dead Narukami here, knowing Susanoo's damage.
Yes, no, one pixel. Doesn't get quite a clean switch in the Jin like he wants. Bursting back in, saving Jin.
Narukami on life support here. Gonna get the corner pressure onto Susanoo. It doesn't last too long, though. He gets out of it. Jin going in. Gonna take some damage against Susanoo. Susanoo. Or no, I'm sorry.
Mika flying straight through the Snowflake with her EX missile. Gonna be using it to approach right now. 3 hits on that. Gonna take out Jin. Unfortunately, was really low on health. He manages to jump over the Mika command grab.
End of the game quickly. The end of game 10. Score Lolinado 7, Conjox 6. Pretty quickly getting towards the end of the first to 10 here. Lolinado really just starting to widen the gap here against Conjox. Conjox managed to get another game in here, another win near the end or the mid-end of the first to 10. However, Lolinado is starting to take it home. 4-score deficit, not looking too great for Conjox here. He's gonna really have to step up his game if he wants to compete with Lolinado.
Using the DPs to try to swap Mika out of the air, which is a good idea because it is air unblockable, but if you whiff, it is just death, especially with Susan on his side. Very risky options, and he managed to get over with the air dash over. So, very risky DP plays coming out from Conjox here, but gotta respond now if you want to try to put yourself back into the game right now. 7-3 is a bit of a demanding lead. Still sticking with the Jin right now.
Conjox is going to have to make some big plays, some big moves. He's going to have to play some of the best BBTAG of his life if he wants to come back here against Lolinado with this 4-point deficit.
All right, going to be interesting to see what we got here. Round start. We're going to be trying to contest Mika in the air. Very smart. Going to run in, possibly for a mix-up. Great throw tech.
Full send against Susan there.
Not going to get a combo off the JA, unfortunately for Conjox, but still, Mika just maneuvering around. Great active switch. Zio going to chip on Mika right there. Not too much damage. Going to get a combo off of that Zio. That's 6P from Narukami. Jin going to block. Don't want to get too antsy. You get clipped. Snowflake coming out. Not going to combo off that using the Ice Blades in neutral. Still just playing.
You're playing very safe, just trying to open up windows. Wait for something to come to them.
Great.
Speaking of something coming to them, Mika manages to get the command grab and the Susanoo super to take quite a bit of health off of Jin.
Oh, gets the counter hit on the 2B from Narukami. Decides to try to bait a burst. Fortunately, doesn't have the burst meter for Nepi, so not going to get a burst off of that. Probably just wasn't keeping too much track of his opponent's meter, but gets clipped by an active switch Susan slide, and it's going to combo into the Mika super. A much more slower paced game than what we're used to. Narukami going to block that overhead from Mika. Very nice. Going to get some corner pressure on the Susan here. Unfortunately, tries
to block that super.
Trying to catch him, trying to go too far in on the assists right now. Going to get a nice grab. Good cross up right there, using the 5P to clip him. Burst, getting Susan out of there. Gonna get some of that red health back. Gonna attempt to go for a command grab right there. Mika whiffing. Using her 6P to help get in. Goes straight through. Persona breaks Izanagi, stopping that 6P, but gets the switch onto Narukami anyways. Gonna be using the double Zio car. Getting over the Mika super. Narukami still gonna get clipped. Taking one for the team, but Jin's gonna get a double grab. DP bait as well. Gets the overhead JA.
Can really still go either way if Nepi manages to play their cards right. Gonna get the sword in resonance against both characters, and that's going to be the end of the game. Lolinado taking home game number 11. Lolinado score 8, Conjox 3.
That's Susanoo super hidden from behind him. The hitbox on that is very, very wild.
Huge play from Lolly there.
Yeah, Susan, the hitbox on that super is very, very questionable. I've got hit by that earlier today when I was playing myself. It was quite disheartening, but that's just BBTAG. That's just BBTAG at its finest right there. But very, very nice super from Lolly right there. We're going into game 12 right now. Here we go. Still sticking with the Narukami Jin, same teams. Even Lolly in chat right there acknowledging that he should be dead himself right there.
Now, if I'm Conjox going here into game number 12, I am just looking for redemption. I'm going to try and take a couple more games off of Lolly before the end of this first to 10 because I don't want this score to look like this, you know?
Exactly.
If that's not possible, then I just want a couple more games on the board in my name. Going into game 12 here.
Trying to stay competitive.
Absolutely.
Gets a good sandwich right there. EX or Zio car active switch. Gonna get Jin the hits. Great blocks from Nado. Gonna get clipped by the JA though. A DP coming out. A 4P gonna be able to clip Narukami. Mika gonna get a full combo off of that. Into the active switch, JC. Susan not gonna get his combo. A happy birthday from Narukami with 5 bar. Gonna be getting the cross combo going here. Oh, unfortunately drops the EX Zio. Would have been a big combo. Push blocks the JC. No punish. Manages to hurdle over the active switch slide from Susanoo. Great DP from Jin. Coming out. Conjox looking very, very good so far. Attempts the 6P. Oh, but an unfortunate active switch command grab from Mika is gonna give the super to Susan. No DHC saving the meter. Possibly.
Conjox is going to want to take this home. God Sword's going to bring Jin with 1 foot in the grave here, and that's going to be the death of Jin. Conjox with his versatile Narukami gameplay here, going to get chipped by that 5B going into the bread and butter Susanoo combo here. Could we see the end of Narukami? We very well could, knowing Susanoo's damage. And yes, we're going to see the end of Narukami as we know it. Lolinado is going to take home game number 14?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was game number 14 or 13. Yes.
Game number 14 is coming up right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. Lolinado Score 9, Conjox 3. Very esports ready.
Some of these Susanoo matches going by so quick, it is sometimes hard to just keep track with these fast-paced matches right now. But here we go. Game point already for Nado. Looking a little for Conjox, but he's sticking with it, going right back in. Well, it could be the end of the set right now. We will have one more set after this between the winners of last set, which is Sylv, and one more for this one. Whoever ends up taking this. Don't count out Conjox just yet, but it is looking a little rough for him. Gonna have to climb quite a mountain to even out this.
Realistically speaking, we could possibly see Conjox take a game or two. However, if I'm Lolinado and I see this match point score here, I just want to finish out the set and get it over with.
And what
I want to just snuff out Conjox's sense of hope and just take the whole set and then take on the winner of the previous set in the final.
And what a better way to do that than with Susanoo. Unfortunate DP coming up from Narukami on block. Gonna get a full punish from Mika with assist bar to count.
Dead Narukami here, less than 15 seconds into the set.
He should live that. Yeah, he's alive, but he's still forced to be in the corner here. A great burst coming out, saving Narukami's life. Decent amount of red health, about 50% he could possibly get back here. That is assuming Jin can stay alive this one, camping behind the snowflake.
Big plays is what we're going to need if we want to see Conjox coming back here with his Jin and very wounded Yu. Yu's got 1 foot in the grave here. Jin going to take damage. Big damage there from the God Sword. Manages to get the clip.
Great resets coming out from Narukami. Gonna be running in a run up 2B. Very, very gutsy. EXZO gonna be using that to keep that in the corner, but the JC attempt from Narukami. It's always a very risky mix-up to go for. When you get that hit, it is worth it, but when it gets blocked, you basically die for it. Unfortunately, but Jin getting clipped in the sandwich, and Nado is gonna take it 10-3 over Conjox.
Another quick Susanoo game. We have not been able to escape Susanoo this evening. In the future, are we? No, because this next set is going to be featuring 2 Susanoo players, I believe. Or
no. It's Sylv. Let me know. I'm gonna ask them if they want to take a bit of a break real quick.
Some quick turnarounds here on these matches tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and ask them. But honestly, great games from all those guys right there.
Absolutely. Despite the scoreboard, 2 absolutely very powerful players. 2 just powerhouses of the BBTAG community going